Welcome to Grace in the Park Ministries. My name is Pastor Bennett, and today we will explore how biblical wisdom can guide you on your journey to business success. Running your business is a spiritual journey as much as a road trip to business success. Along the road, you will be tested, stretched, and stressed. However, many businessmen, especially Christian businessmen, miss the opportunity of learning business practices and principles from the Bible. There are dozens, if not hundreds, of revelations that the Bible can give us on how to build, grow, and manage businesses. Here are some of the best verses in the Bible that can help you to be successful in business. Proverbs 10:4. Lazy hands make for poverty, but diligent hands bring wealth. Proverbs 14:23. In all toil there is profit, but mere talk tends only to poverty. Proverbs 21:5. The plans of the diligent lead surely to abundance, but everyone who is hasty comes only to poverty. Psalm 127:1. Unless the Lord builds the house, the builders labor in vain. Unless the Lord watches over the city, the guards stand watch in vain. Psalm 127, verse 2. In vain you rise early and stay up late, toiling for food to eat, for he grants sleep to those he loves. Psalm 1:1-3. Blessed is the one who does not walk in step with the wicked, or stand in the way that sinners take, or sit in the company of mockers, but whose delight is in the law of the Lord, and who meditates on his law day and night. That person is like a tree planted by streams of water, which yields its fruit in season, and whose leaf does not wither. Whatever they do prospers. Leviticus 19:13. You shall not oppress your neighbor or rob him. The wages of a hired servant shall not remain with you all night until the morning. Matthew 7:12. So whatever you wish that others would do to you, do also to them, for this is the law and the prophets. Proverbs 13:11. Wealth gained hastily will dwindle, but whoever gathers little by little will increase it. Proverbs 22:29. Do you see a man skillful in his work? He will stand before kings. He will not stand before obscure men. Luke 16:10. One who is faithful in a very little is also faithful in much, and one who is dishonest in a very little is also dishonest in much. Jeremiah 22:13. Woe to him who builds his house by unrighteousness and his upper rooms by injustice, who makes his neighbor serve him for nothing and does not give him his wages. Proverbs 22:1. A good name is to be chosen rather than great riches, and favor is better than silver or gold. Proverbs 22:16. Whoever oppresses the poor to increase his own wealth or gives to the rich will only come to poverty. Leviticus 19:11. You shall not steal, you shall not deal falsely, you shall not lie to one another. Leviticus 25:39. If your brother becomes poor beside you and sells himself to you, you shall not make him serve as a slave. Proverbs 3:5-6. Trust in the Lord with all your heart and do not lean on your own understanding. In all your ways acknowledge him, and he will make straight your paths. Leviticus 25:14. And if you make a sale to your neighbor or buy from your neighbor, you shall not wrong one another. Proverbs 12:11. Whoever works his land will have plenty of bread, but he who follows worthless pursuits lacks sense. Romans 13:7. Pay to all what is owed to them, taxes to whom taxes are owed, revenue to whom revenue is owed, respect to whom respect is owed, honor to whom honor is owed. Deuteronomy 2:7. For the Lord your God has blessed you in all the work of your hands. He knows you're going through this great wilderness. These 40 years the Lord your God has been with you. You have lacked nothing. Isaiah 45:3. I will give you hidden treasures. riches stored in secret places, so that you may know that I am the Lord, the God of Israel, who summons you by name. Titus 3:14. Our people must learn to devote themselves to doing what is good in order to provide for urgent needs and not live unproductive lives. Proverbs 11:25. A generous person will prosper. Whoever refreshes others will be refreshed. Proverbs 18:21. Death and life are in the power of the tongue, and those who love it will eat its fruits. We tend to develop a habit of voicing out frustrations with our partners, employees, and suppliers. We begin to say unkind words to them and magnify their shortcomings with our mouth. Proverbs 19:17. Whoever is generous to the poor lends to the Lord, and he will repay him for his deed. Matthew 6:19-21. Do not store up for yourselves treasures on earth, where moth and rust destroy, and where thieves break in and steal. But store up for yourselves treasures in heaven, where neither moth nor rust destroys, and where thieves do not break in and steal. For where your treasure is, there your heart will be also. Psalm 112, verse 5. Good will come to those who are generous and lend freely, who conduct their affairs with justice. Proverbs 13:4. A sluggard's appetite is never filled, but the desires of the diligent are fully satisfied. Malachi 3:10. Bring the full tithe into the storehouse, that there may be food in my house, and thereby put me to the test, says the Lord of hosts, if I will not open the windows of heaven for you and pour down for you a blessing until there is no more need. Proverbs 15:22. Plans fail for lack of counsel, but with many advisors they succeed. Proverbs 3:13. You need to be a lifelong learner in order to be successful in business. You should constantly seek to improve yourself and increase your knowledge about the business of running a business. 1 Corinthians 16:2. On the first day of every week, each one of you should set aside a sum of money in keeping with your income, saving it up so that when I come, no collections will have to be made. Proverbs 27:12. The prudent see danger and take refuge, but the simple keep going and pay the penalty. If you like to hear the audio Bible online and are passionate about the Bible, you are in the right place. It's best to subscribe with the notification bell so you don't miss out on new videos. Stay blessed.